Imagine you're invited to the court of Louis XIV. Golden chandeliers, silk and diamonds, and the most powerful men in Europe, all wearing enormous white wigs. It started with a bald king. Louis XIII was losing his hair in his 20s, so he covered it. His son turned that embarrassment into a weapon. Under Louis XIV, the wig stopped being hair. It became rank. The taller the curls, the higher you're standing. Judges, bishops, bankers, every man who mattered. And there was a second reason, a quieter one. Syphilis was moving through the courts of Europe. It ate hair away in patches. The mercury used to treat it finished the job. A tall wig hid everything. The baldness, the sores, the shame. The finest wigs were human hair, the cheap ones, horse and goat. A single full-bottomed wig could swallow the hair of 10 heads. Which raises the question nobody at court asked out loud. Where did it come from? From poor women who sold their hair to eat. From convents. From hospitals. And in 1665, in a London emptied by plague, Samuel Pepys asked that question in his diary. Who would dare buy hair again, when it might have been cut from the head of someone dead of the plague? Then he put his new wig on, and went out. Now the part the portraits never show. Hair alone won't hold a shape, so wigs were packed with pomade, animal fat, lard, bear grease, then dusted with powder, wheat starch, scented with orris root, lavender, orange, flower. The perfume wasn't decoration, it was camouflage, because underneath the head was shaved, sweating, and almost never washed with water. Europe's elites had learned to fear bathing, and proved their cleanliness by changing their white linen instead. Grease, sweat, starch, body heat. Leave that alone for a few weeks, and it turns rancid. And here the legend goes too far. Wigs were not crawling with lice. Lice need a living scalp. Away from skin, they die in a day or two. The wig was actually the answer. Shave the head, and the lice lose their home. Boil the wig, and the eggs die with it. The real story is stranger. Wigs were worth stealing. London gangs cut through the leather backs of slow-moving carriages and lifted the wig straight off the passenger's head. Others walked the markets with a covered basket on their shoulders, a boy hidden inside, waiting. A gentleman could arrive at dinner and discover he had been scalped. The end came from two directions. In France, the Revolution. A powdered wig was the aristocracy worn on your head, and heads were what the Revolution was busy removing. In Britain, something less dramatic. 1795. The harvests had failed. Bread was short, and Parliament taxed hair powder. 1 guinea a year for the right to keep throwing flour on your head. The men who paid were mocked in the street as guinea pigs. Within a few years, the fashion was dead. Almost. Walk into a British criminal court today. The judge is still wearing horsehair. So the next time you see a royal portrait, don't just admire the wig. Ask where the hair came from. Ask who sold it, or who stopped needing it.